A very good morning and a very good warm welcome to all of your dear viewers. My name is Derek and this is 𝗦𝗘𝗟𝗙 Uganda, and we are here once again to debate, to discuss, to learn together about different topics. We are youths and these are bound to affect us one way or another. My name is Derek and I'll be your host for this panel, and I will let my fellow panelists introduce themselves.
I'm Rebecca Comfort.
Okay, she's Rebecca Comfort.
Hi everyone, my name is 𝗟𝗢𝗩𝗘.
Hey guys, my name is Mercy Victoria, part of 𝗦𝗘𝗟𝗙 Uganda.
All right, so we are here to discuss a topic that is a very recurring theme in society today. Toxic relationships. What are they? Are you in one? Have you ever been in one? How did you know you were in one? What did you do about it? Did you heal? Have you healed? Anyway, I'm going to take it over to our dear panelists, and I'm going to start with the queen herself, 𝗦𝗘𝗟𝗙, and she's going to tell us what she thinks her definition of a toxic relationship is. What would you say a toxic relationship is?
To me, a toxic relationship is a relationship where, for me, I feel like a toxic relationship is a relationship where you have no peace. It's like you're in prison.
Okay.
You have no freedom to speak about something, and even if you talk about it, it never changes.
All right.
So to me, that's a toxic relationship.
You feel you're in prison.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to take this over to Mercy because I always love her definitions. Her charisma in life is just unique and unmatched. So,
Derek, don't hype the guys there. They might overthink things.
No.
Toxicity comes a long way. It comes from like background and everything you think of as a person.
Yes.
Because like, how are you going to define what being toxic is without you experiencing it or maybe going around those areas? For me, if I'm to define it in a relationship, I wouldn't have the same definition for it in like a friendship or like marriage status, things like that. A toxic relationship is something that can actually like give you PTSD, like mental illness and things like that. So for me, man, when it comes to like a toxic relationship, are you asking me for like examples or like to define it?
Just
what it means to
define
me?
what it means to you.
For me, it means, how do I put it in layman's language? Not being love bombed. You know what love bombing is? Love bombing is someone giving you this whole aspiring thing of like, I like you, I want to be with you, but they're manipulating you at the same time. You know those people?
They're gaslighting you.
They give you things, but they want like to command your life. Like they want to take charge of it. They want you to be like submissive as you can. So you are in a position where you're uncomfortable. You don't even want to be there. You thought you love the person, but the person is treating you like a different person all of a sudden. So love bombing and manipulation, those are toxic traits for me in a relationship.
All right. Over to our dear, very humble brother.
Is he humble?
Not really.
I'm told he is.
You haven't met me before.
I haven't.
Anyway, I personally, I think toxic relationships are relationships whereby one of the two parties is not interested in the relationship. It is a one-person benefit.
Yes.
I would want to have a relationship with you for different reasons.
Yeah.
You get?
Yes.
I'd want to manipulate you. I'd want to get financial benefit from you. But in brief, I'm not interested in you. I just want to use you, and later on, I get what I want and I will dump you. So that is what I think a toxic relationship is. It is not about consent. Because in a relationship, we're supposed to have consent. The two parties have to have consent. I like you, you like me, you listen to me, I listen to you.
Areas of mutual benefit.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, that is my definition of toxic.
Well, if you must know, our dear viewer, the word toxic in itself is defined as something unpleasant, something poisonous. A relationship is one in which two people get along. So if you have a toxic relationship, you're talking about a very poisonous and unpleasant situation. Like our brother has said, you have no area of mutual benefit.
Where you're being used.
Exactly. So,
Stop
over
using
to the
us, you
panel.
mean.
Actually, women do it too, but over to the panel.
let's not start.
Over to the panel.
Okay.
Have you ever been in a toxic relationship? Just a yes or a no?
Let us know in the comments below right now, because I'm trying to read them in the next video that we
Please
drop.
do.
Let us know.
Please do. We need to know. And if you have been, okay, our dear panel, have you been in one?
Yes.
Oh, can feel your pain, sister. Have you been in one?
Never.
Never.
I would be in one.
Oh my God, are you in one right now? Like a relationship, not toxic, but in a relationship.
With God, yeah.
You don't ask me, I can't relate to toxicity.
Oh my God.
Immediately I just smell it near me, I run. I just stay.
Queen
Because,
positive
I already
vibes.
know the examples. I've already been manipulated before, so I'm like, this one.
So in short, you've been.
No, I have sniffed it and run before I felt it.
All right, all right, all right. How would you advise a viewer out there? Someone who's going through something like that. Someone who's craving some love, some bit of affection, but they're not getting it. Someone who wants to belong, but instead they are feeling very cast away, very alienated. They are hanging on in there to that small thread of hope of maybe someday.
Maybe he'll come back to
Maybe
me.
he'll come around. Maybe she'll come around. Because I personally have been in one very toxic relationship.
Oh, have you?
Yes, I
You
have.
tell us the story now.
Oh, it's a very long one. It was a very narcissistic person. It was a very... Anyway, we shall come to that later. But to our dear viewer out there, how would you describe to them, how would you tell them, hey, you're in a toxic relationship? How would you help them open their eyes to the... I'll begin with the pastor.
Who's the pastor?
He said he's in a relationship with God.
With God, so you're a pastor.
But I'm aspiring to be one.
Oh, hallelujah.
Shall
Let's
get into
get
that
into it.
later. Amen.
Anyway, my you asked for advice I would give a person that is in a toxic.
How would you help them realize they're in
I
a
really want to
situation
hear
like that?
pastor's advice.
I would help
Viewers.
them realize that they're in a toxic relationship when there is no happiness. In a relationship, there has to
Define
be
happiness.
Happiness is when one is actually able to do anything they want at any time they want.
So basically, someone restricting you, that is not a noble
Exactly.
area. Okay,
Do not
makes
go
sense.
here.
So don't go where you're supposed to be going.
But let
Write
me
it down in your
say,
notebook. Next.
I'm at a friend's birthday party, for example. Then let me say it's a bit late. It's coming to 8, but then I'm on a rush. I have to go back home. I have to go meet my partner. So meaning there is a lot of insecurity in the relationship, and with that insecurity, you get to know that it's toxic. A partner that does not understand why you are out at that time and they are on
But
your
have you
neck.
communicated?
You have communicated.
Okay,
I'm
if
going
you've communicated,
Yeah,
okay.
that's toxic if you've communicated.
Yeah.
You can agree on that.
I've communicated I'll be at a friend's birthday party and I'll have to come back, I think, a little earlier. But then there have been circumstances that have made it push.
Number
So-
2, communicate to your loved ones.
Exactly.
Okay,
So me, I'll see a person is in a toxic relationship when they are not free. You get, you're in a cage. Actually, you're engulfed into something.
Prison.
You get,
You're
you're
in jail.
limited to do what you're not. You're limited to do what you're supposed to do. Do not do this. Do not do this. You get.
Yeah.
So there's a way you are.
You feel like you're enclosed.
Exactly.
Becky here has been in a toxic relationship before. I would like to know from you, your experience, what exactly it is that you felt were now the red flags that got you saying, you know what, I gotta run for my life.
First red flag, checking my phone.
Don't be checking our phones.
You
Are you
get high
happy?
blood pressure for no
Who do you
reason.
think you are? I bought it with my money.
Checking my phone.
But I'm your husband. I have to
Excuse
check
me,
your
you
phone.
buy it. My husband. Don't even tell me that.
Checking my phone. Second one is actually after checking my phone, texting the person who I'm talking to. Who are you? Even if it's just a hi or a new message that comes in.
Oh my God, that was a narcissist, but carry on.
Telling me which friend to have and which friend not to have, even though you don't know them, you haven't met them, but you just be like, I don't like that girl,
All right.
or I don't like that guy. You shouldn't be with them.
Wow. Wow.
So literally
Don't be
it was
around
like
such
prison.
men, guys. We already know better. Let's do better.
Mercy, what is it that you'd sniff out and say, this is toxic, I have to hightail it out of here?
Now the first one for me is if someone is like, when it comes to decision making, you know, those ones of like, you make your decision, you say, I want this, then he says, I want this, but he's not considering your decision. He's all about, oh, do this is better. Like, I've tried yours and I don't like it. Next, let me try mine. So when someone didn't give me that room to make my own decisions, I know that person is into something. They don't want me to like feel comfortable, protected around them. If
No.
you-
For instance,
Yeah.
the person has sinned further than you have sinned.
Excuse
And
me, sir.
No, listen.
Don't tell me your
listen.
father. Yeah?
No, listen, I've seen
Father,
something. In case you
what
do
have you
something,
seen?
there's something that is going to happen. So
I'm
I'm
aware
trying
of
to
that.
protect
Then
you.
why don't you tell me the ways you can protect me without just bashing off my idea like that? Now, the
Because-
person I don't like is a person who doesn't listen. Like, I'm telling you this, and like, I know better. No, let's first discover what I want. Because never know whatever I want might make me feel better
But then
or
you're
more
a
comfortable.
woman. You're my subject, so you gotta listen to
He has
me.
brought the woman topic.
No,
Let's change.
we won't be going down that line. Not now.
Let's
not
not do
now.
it.
Not now.
Okay.
Not now.
Still.
So, our dear viewers, as a person that has been in a toxic relationship before, I would say, you know, Marcy said this at the start. Sometimes it comes from our backgrounds as people. And maybe just before we point fingers, we also need to, you know, do some little bit of introspection on our parts and ask ourselves, am I toxic? Or am I a magnet for toxicity? Am I the kind of person,
Do I just love toxic people?
you know, because there's that thing where you find you're just naturally attracted to the
Yeah.
bad people. The bad people, and for some reason you keep bashing them instead of looking at yourself and saying, hey, I think
Am I the one?
Am I the one? Am I the
Am I-
problem? Am I the issue?
And from my experience, I could say I should have looked, I should have thought, I should have, you know, before that relationship happened, I should have taken the time to really consider exactly what it is, what it was that I wanted before jumping in headfirst. And many times we find ourselves, especially if you've been a victim of such a relationship, blaming yourself. But dear, I want you to know that sometimes we all make mistakes. Don't hold yourself accountable for that mistake. They will happen. So in conclusion, as we come to a close of this particular segment, this particular discussion, I would like to give it over to the panelists here to just simply say one final word to that viewer there who's looking for a way out. That one viewer there who's looking for affirmation, who wants to find a way to be themselves, to discover themselves, to love themselves, to step out of that toxicity. What would you say to them? Let's begin with Marcy.
Yes, guys. One thing I can advise my viewers and 𝗟𝗩𝗘 lovers, before I even start, kindly like, subscribe, and watch our videos. We
Turn
are
on the notifications too.
amazing.
Turn them on.
Get
Turn
with
them
the
on.
vibe. One thing I can advise my people is love yourself, because true happiness begins with you.
Yeah.
It's so hard to love someone else if you can't love yourself, because how do you do it? So love yourself. Be there for yourself, protect your energy, protect your peace, because you matter, and other things can follow next.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's very nice. That's very nice. Becky?
My advice is so brief. Live.
Live life.
Live your life.
L-E-A-V-E. Live and live your life.
Exactly.
My dear viewer there, my advice to you is check yourself. Check yourself, get to know who you are, realize you're good, realize you're bad, work on your bad, and with that, you're going to realize you're going to meet different people, you're going to meet good people, you're going to meet a lover of your life, you're going to meet the woman you've prayed for. And me as a church boy, I would advise you pray to God. Kneel.
Preach to them.
The Lord
Let
is
them
going to
know.
show you
Let them
the
know.
right
Let
person.
them know.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, our dear viewers, our dear 𝗟𝗩𝗘 lovers, you've had it from the Lord to you through us. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned for our very next episode, the next discussion, next skit. Don't leave the channel.
Don't miss out, man.
And don't you dare miss out on turning on that notification button.